up taking actions that at the end of the day, you don't want the results that come from those actions. You have to understand very well, every action that you put in, every action, it has its own karma, man. That is just how the world operates. Welcome to the Alflex podcast. Hey folks, my name is Alex. Welcome back to Alflex podcast. So, I haven't been consistent enough in uploading my videos on YouTube, but I think it has been a lot of foolishness from my side to be in a position of doing that, simply because at the end of the day, I need to be constantly sharing what I'm thinking about. So, and that's why I just decided to do it today, simply because I didn't feel like doing it, but I'm like, the fuck, I'm gonna do this shit, man. And that is what it is. So I'm super grateful, and this morning I want to talk about karma. As a matter of fact, karma is coming, and karma is that is the consequence of the actions that you did. The simplest way I can state it, the consequence of the actions that you do. For instance, if a farmer goes out there today and plant some seed and water them and just wait for them for the next like 3 months, at the end of the day, he will end up harvesting something. The same thing, that is now karma. Action and causality, that is causality. Action and reaction, that is what it is. And the reason as to why I decided to say this, it's simply because I know very well a lot of us as young men and young women, we're not in a position of understanding this thing that I'm talking about. Why? Because we end up doing actions, we end up taking actions that at the end of the day, we don't want the results that come from those actions. For instance, we want to be successful, we want to achieve great things, we want to be powerful men and women in our society in the near future. Yet to do all of these things, we have to do some set of skills, we have to do some set of characters or maybe habits that we have to be doing on a daily basis that will lock us up to that kind of a person that we want to be. But at the end of the day, in the present moment, what we are doing, we're doing the exact opposite. The opposite things that we think they will bring what we want, but at the end of the day, these things don't bring what we want in life. For instance, you have a dream. Me too, I have a dream. And that means to build up to that dream, you have to be sacrificing now. You have to be sacrificing your fun. You have to be sacrificing a lot of things. Wastage of resources, wastage of time, watching movies. You have to sacrifice all these tiny things that are happening in your life so that you can be in a position of focusing on building what you want, as a matter of fact. But on the contrary to that, instead of doing what you're supposed to do, you get to a position of wasting the opportunities that you have by doing what you are not supposed to do. You go to night clubs, you go to parties, you go and waste some money out there, you watch some movies. There's in no way here on earth all these actions that will bring your dream. There is in no way. Unless you decide to be a producer in those areas, because as a matter of fact, if you look keenly, all those people who consume, they are never in a position of building something for themselves. They are never in a position of building a massive hit kind of a thing that will bring them massive success. At the end of the day, they're just wasting their resources, they're just wasting their time, they're just wasting their money, they're just wasting their energy, a lot of things they're wasting so much. And that way they cannot be in a position of building anything they want in life. That is just what it is, folks. And you have to understand very well, every action that you put in, every action, it has its own karma, man. That is just how the world operates. And there is in no way you will ever go out of this earth without paying up the karma. If you didn't sacrifice right now, as young as you are, if you don't sacrifice, if you waste your time on movies, if you waste your money on parties and such kind of bullshit, at the end of the day, you're the one to swallow the hard pill. Seeing your children going to bed hungry, living in a fucking like 10 by 10 house, or maybe such kind of a thing, like living a life on the edge, I think you understand what I'm talking about. you understand the suffering that I'm talking about. Living a life that you're not satisfied living in, edge, living on the edge, just waiting for that salary and such kind of a thing. You are the one to suffer at the end of the day, you know. And that will come as a result of you not taking the actions today. That is just what it is, man. If you don't build the dream today, guess what? To 10 years from now, you won't be somewhere. That is just a raw fact, bro. That is just a raw fact. And you just have to be honest enough with yourself and just be in a position of being like, if I do this, I'll be here in the next 10 years. But if I do this, I'll be where I want to be. Period. You have to be honest. Don't think that you're partying, you're watching movies, will at the end of the day bring you the BMW you admire or something. There's nothing like that. You just have to forget about it. It doesn't bring that, you know. But the hard work, the discipline, the commitment, the consistency, the wall that you are arranging from within, all of these things are the ones that are going to compile you and just compel you forward towards your dream. And if you're not in a position of doing that today, then guess what? In 10 years, you are fucked. That is just a freaking low fact that I can't hide from you in any way, you know. And if I hide from you, then I'm a liar, bro. I'm a liar. You have to understand that very clearly. You shouldn't accommodate people who are lying to you. Never allow that. If you are failing in life, if you are doing some freaking stupid mistakes, don't allow people around you to comfort you in your mistakes, simply because this shows that these people don't love you. They don't care about you in any way. Because if they really cared about you, then they will tell you, no, don't do this. It will fuck up your future. Like the way I'm telling you, folks. It will destroy what we want. It will destroy our dreams in all ways. And there's nothing we can do about it unless we decide to do something about it today. Unless we decide to do something about it today. And that is why I'm calling you, folks. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your resources. Stop wasting your money. Stop wasting your energy on things that you don't need, you know. Cut them off like so freaking quick, man. Be fucking tired of all this kind of bullshit. That at the end of the day, you end up having a miserable life simply because you didn't choose to do what you were supposed to do, even if you didn't feel like doing it. Because as a matter of fact, you will never feel like doing it. You will never wake up and just feel like, let's do this. It's fucking hard, man. You will never do that. That is not how nature operates. You wake up every day feeling tired, feeling like, let me nap like the next 1 hour or something. You wake up feeling lazy, like you wake up feeling all these kind of bullshit kind of habits. You wake up feeling like drinking some alcohol, maybe watching some pornography or such kind of a thing. You wake up feeling every fucking negative kind of things. And at the end of the day, you're just the one to choose, to decide, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to destroy my future, period. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that, at the end of the day, ends up revolutionizing your life, you know. And that is how we change our lives. Folks, I'm calling you to become the best. Don't think that I'm just pointing out the weaknesses that we have as young men. No. I'm not just pointing them out. I'm calling you up. I'm calling you out to be in a position of trying by all means, striving to change our lives. Because that is what we want, as a matter of fact. We want to be successful. We have to do what successful people do. And that is, they don't waste time. They don't watch porn. They don't waste energy. They don't waste money. They are focused on what they want, period. Nothing else. And that is what I want us as young men, as young women to do. That is what we are meant to do here on earth. And we are meant to achieve what we are here to achieve. That is just what it is, folks. Me, I'm super grateful having done this video. And if you stuck all the way to the end, I'm super grateful because of that. And I would really like to ask you a favor. By any means, you can subscribe down there and just like the video so that we can be in a position of reaching out to more young men. Yeah, a lot of young men need this. they need this kind of content so that we can work together up and just build a society of stronger young people. So be the best. See you at the top. Adios.